something to stick that on. A toy or something. Yes.
How's that?
That should work. Okay, hopefully this picks up. There's nobody yet.
Somebody liked it.
Yes. Okay, let's see here. How's it going? Let's see, I gotta figure out.
Hopefully the connection is better today
Yes.
than it was the last time.
Good evening. Okay.
Where are y'all from? Let's see. Where a few people are from. Live chat.
Where?
Click that.
Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. Okay.
I figured it out, don't worry.
Marcy's the smart one. Red Rock, Missouri, Louisiana,
Pennsylvania.
Central Florida, and Oklahoma. Hey, you guys are close. Yeah, hey, you guys know if you've seen any of our lives, we've had crappy experiences. We're trying something else out, so bear with us. Hopefully it works a lot better than what has been previous. Wow, Montana, Kansas, New Hampshire, Wisconsin. It's so bad.
I don't think we've ever been to Wisconsin. Have you?
I've been to Wisconsin, yeah. I go to Oshkosh.
Yeah. Oshkosh. I forgot. If you guys know what Oshkosh is, it is a flying.
Yeah, it's like the world's biggest fly-in. Everybody from all around the world flies their airplanes there, and you walk around and see every different thing. North Carolina, New Mexico, West Virginia. Welcome, everybody. Holy cow. Northern Idaho. Hey, Northern Idaho, do you guys got snow yet?
I think they do. I think
they do.
I know Island Park has snow.
Really?
Yeah, and quite a bit of snow.
We had, so if you guys don't know, we're in Oklahoma. We're in southern Oklahoma. And we
Are both from Utah.
are both from Utah. And I enjoy the winters because I like to snowmobile, snowboard, play in the snow. Marcy hates it. And I think
I
it's
like
because...
to snowmobile.
Okay. Yes.
But like, how often do we get to go snowmobiling? Not enough for me to justify having.
Being the winter, I enjoy it. It's like if I'm gonna have a winter, I want it to be like full on snow, just a winter wonderland.
Like Northern Idaho.
Yeah, like Northern Idaho, exactly. I can't remember where I was going with. Oh, we had our first cold front last week or 2 weeks ago, where it got down to like 30 degrees one day. And it was awful because we're not ready for the winter. So, but now it's back in the 70s and we're loving life.
Yeah. Yesterday we took Maverick to Crandall's parents' house to go to their neighborhood Halloween party. And I 10 minutes before we left, I realized it's raining and it's cold outside, and so I go out there and they have to go find our winter clothes bucket so I can go get a coat and a sweater because I barely have a jacket in our closet right now because we
had to
haven't
redo all our
needed it.
clothes. Man, somebody says my daughter had her daughter last night. That is so exciting.
Congratulations!
Oh my gosh.
We love new babies.
Yes. We at church, or was it at church? No, at the party, at the Halloween party last night, there was a baby that was 6 weeks old, and we both were just like,
It just scared me. Oh god,
we're
so
we're
cute.
excited.
It made me
Oh, sorry, go ahead. You keep talking.
It made me want a baby.
Yeah.
Luckily, I have 2 on the way.
They're saying the UP of Michigan got 14 inches of snow last week. No way. That is insane.
I feel like it's a little early,
Seems
but then
way
I have
early.
to remember it's there's multiple times I went trick-or-treating as a kid and there was snow on the ground.
Yeah.
It was I was in my cute costume with a coat and boots on.
Yeah. Okay, somebody says we're live the same time as Coghill. Oops. Sorry, guys. I had no idea. We'll, I guess we'll change it up for next week. And we try and not be live when other people are live. It's so hard to keep track, though, of everybody. And so we just kind of just said, Maverick's gone to bed. Let's just do this.
And we have to do it after 7 because
that's when Maverick goes to bed.
I mean, you might be able to hear him. He's saying no.
Mike, the Fowler fam. If you guys don't follow the Fowler family farm, they're really good friends of us. They're just an hour or so north of us. says it's going to be 80 degrees for next week, which our weather this year was insane. We went from like winter, we had like a 2-week spring, and then it was 105 degrees for like 4 months. And so we didn't have a spring, so it's nice to kind of have this gradual fall. It's really, really nice.
It's been, and I don't know if I'm the only one, but I love the smell of fall. The decaying leaves, the wet ground. Like, I love that smell.
She's listening to Christmas music and everything.
I am. Okay, but this is the reason why. Because it takes Maverick a while to, like, learn things. So if I start Christmas music now, then, like...
That's funny. Okay, well, I guess we'll jump in with a couple of questions that we got asked when we posted that we were going to be doing live. Let's see.
Yeah, you have to read the questions.
Yeah.
I can't see that far.
Okay, when babies come in a few weeks, this is Aura Mae Winston. When babies come in a few more weeks, hopefully, are you as ready as you can be, or do you need some more things for the boys? Also, have you decided on names? I'll answer the names. No, we have not. We have one name picked out.
And we've had that name picked out
pretty much since the beginning.
Since before Maverick.
Or
yeah, it was like we had a boy-girl name right after Maverick was born, and we were like, hey, this is going to be our family, and then all of a sudden we end up having 2 boys. So we have that one name, and so now it's hard to match that name with a toy name, kind of, where they like sound good together, and then still go with Maverick.
Yeah.
Because
we seriously 100% thought we were having a girl.
There was no doubt.
It was like girl and boy. And no. We're not. So.
We're not. I can promise you we're not. But it was funny. Well, everything. So if you haven't watched our video, on Thursday, I was admitted into the hospital for like 8 hours.
It was a stupid long time.
Yeah, it was forever, just so that they could keep track of the baby's heart rate. And we might go into that a little bit later on tonight. But the lady, I'm sitting there in the bed, and she's like checking me in. And she was like, so what are you, like, what do I put down as the baby's names? And I'm like, I don't have one, like. And I say the first name, and then I was like, and this is the second name we like the most. So I guess this will be the name if we have them today, because that was, but then I get home and Carmen was like, I don't really know if I like that name. Like,
yeah, they asked her like literally, it was literally like she was being admitted to have the babies. Like It was the whole entire checklist of what do you want now, what do you want now, do you want epidural, do you want blah 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 blah. It was actually kind of crazy.
Yeah, and it like made me even more nervous. And then she's like, at the end, after she asks me like 50 questions about what kind of delivery I want to have, she goes, but hopefully we won't have to do this tonight.
And you're like,
And I was like, you should have started with that, because I'm like, did you like hear from my doctor and plans are changing? Because it was kind of that same feeling that we had with Maverick. Like, it was just like a really stressful moment.
Yeah. So I guess that's a good segue into...
Wait, we didn't answer the question if we're prepared or not.
Well, okay, well, this goes into it. Marcy, did you get your bag packed for the hospital, and how's the nursery coming along? So I guess just all that, which everything is coming along slowly. I don't know if you guys saw our story on our YouTube, but Marcy, when she got home, she was like, okay, I want to just double check everything, make sure we got Maverick's clothes all packed. And she goes and unpacks his bag and just goes through it and realizes she didn't pack him any pants. Which kind of makes sense because she packed it like a month ago and it was 100 degrees.
Yeah.
And
well, not even that. I only packed him 1 pair of shorts.
Oh my gosh, so he just didn't have any pants.
He didn't have any pants. And I don't know if he had gotten, because the only reason I opened the bag was because I knew I had pulled out diapers from there because we ran out of diapers last week. And I had pulled them out of the suitcase. And then I had pulled out a blanket from the suitcase too. So I went to like repack those things, and then I pull out the clothes to make sure he has enough outfits, and no, he had 1 pair of shorts, and he had a like romper, so I guess he had 2 pairs of pants, but he did have 5 sets of pajamas, because you know me, I have this thing about pajamas. Maverick can't wear the same pair of pajamas like the next night, and it's just because he sits like We change his diaper when he wakes up. But if he pees like right now, we're not going to go change his diaper in the middle of the night because he doesn't wake up, so we don't know that he has a wet diaper. And so I just hate that like he sits in the wet diaper or might sit in the wet diaper and then get back into those pajamas the next day. So he gets a new pair of pajamas every night, which requires me to do laundry.
Well, he ends up wearing them till like his nap time anyways.
Most of the time. Unless we go somewhere in the morning, I just leave him in there until his nap.
And so he gets dirty running around the house because the house is all construction zone, so it's like, you know.
New pair of pajamas.
Yeah. Somebody says, will you do a house tour? Yes, we can do that. We have well, here's the idea. A lot of you guys are new to the channel, which thank you guys so much for the support. Like, it has been just unbelievable, the amount of love and prayers and support from you guys. We had a bunch of you guys send baby clothes for the new babies.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much. Like, it
and a few
means
gifts
so
for
much.
Maverick.
Yeah,
like, that was so nice.
Just so cool. Like, we're blown away by the love and support from you guys. Like, it's insane. But what I'm thinking we'll do with the house, because that's such a big project we're working on, is in the future here, I'm going to make a video and basically do a start to current where we're at on the house, and kind of give the backstory, because we do have those videos, but they were some of our first videos, so they're not very good. So we'll just re-edit those and we'll make it into 1 or 2 videos and kind of bring you guys up to speed as to what we had to do and where we're at now.
But we have exciting things happening this week in the house.
Yes, yeah.
To get us closer. It's like the last like big, huge thing that has to happen before the babies can come, because we can't really do it very easy after.
Yeah. So somebody says a time-lapse video. Address, P.O. Box. Yeah, we leave an address and a P.O. Box down in the description. And then we'll also... we've had a bunch of people.
Bio
yeah,
too.
It is as well. We've had a bunch of people ask if we have a baby registry, so we'll leave a link down on this video too, and maybe the next video or something like that.
Normally the link to that is on a baby video. So like a video about the twins will have that link on it.
Yeah. Hey, look, Hudson, Preston, Colton for baby names.
My brother's name's Colton.
Yeah, we couldn't do Colton, but. Man, I was gonna say something. Oh. For those of you that have seen the video that we did with Keeping It Dutch Homestead, super great people, by the way. Their family is just amazing. And the Walkers.
Like, their daughters are so cute.
Yeah.
And like
so nice.
So fun.
Yeah.
And
it's been so cool, like, entering the YouTube community, the YouTube world, not only with you guys as subscribers and followers, but also the other YouTubers that we get to interact with and work with and help with.
Their wives, like all
the wives,
so
the
nice.
kids, like, it's so much fun. So as a lot of you guys know, we were up there last week with Keeping It Dutch, and then we also went with the Walker fam, which if you guys don't follow either of their channels, go take a look at them. They're super fun, and like I said, great people.
I've with the Walker fam, I've never seen Maverick so happy.
Oh my gosh, he wants to go back so bad.
He loves them. Loves them. It's so cute.
I can't remember where I was going with that.
Oh, the giveaway.
Oh, the giveaway. Yes, the giveaway that we do with Keeping It Dutch. Our video Thursday is going to be finishing the nursery for the twins. And then we're also going to announce the winners of the giveaway on Thursday's video. So I know we got a ton of scam stuff in the comments of that video, and I think pretty much just that video. But you guys don't click on that, don't follow that. There's people out there that are just being stupid and try and mess everything
up. When he says scam stuff, it's like, congratulations, you won.
Yeah, follow, Telegram this, or do this other, send money or whatever. So
I'm never going to ask you for money. So don't ever send money, because that's not us. So, okay, I guess let's jump into the twins a little bit more, Mars, and kind of give everybody the update. We are super excited this week because somebody says I hit the report out right after the scam came. Good job. Good job. But no, this week is a huge week, potentially. It better be. I'll be so mad if it's not. But basically what the doctor said is after last week's appointment that we had that video about, where Marcy got admitted into the hospital, her
high risk doctor on Tuesday.
This like
in 2 days is going to basically do growth scans and all of that kind of stuff, and then they're gonna then talk to you.
Hold on, we'll wait a second.
Okay, can you guys hear us? It said it disconnected.
Let's see.
See, frozen.
There, I think we're back. Are we all good?
Okay.
Yes, okay, perfect. Okay, so it takes, if the babies cooperate, it takes a minimum of like 2 hours. But they'll measure them and then they'll decide basically, our concern is baby B. He sits right here. He is a little bit smaller than baby A. And so he's starting to drop off the curve kind of. So there's like the 50th percentile, and then there's the 100th percentile, and obviously like the 0 percentile in whatever way they measure it. But basically baby A is in the 90th percentile and baby B was in the 33rd percentile. And so there's quite a bit, there's a pound as of the last
big difference.
The last growth scan, there's a pound difference, and they don't want to get that difference any bigger. And so they'll measure that on Tuesday. He'll send the results to my OB with the recommendations of what we should do. And then she'll plan.
Then we finally get to know what our due date is.
Yes.
That's what.
So then after
I'm
we
most
talked to her,
for.
she said that we're doing a C-section with them because I already had a C-section with Maverick. And the baby B is transverse, so he's sideways. And
isn't baby A too?
no, baby A is head up.
Oh, really?
So feet down. Yeah. So I can't, like, they won't let me have them anyways like that. So we're just going to do a C-section with them. And so we get to hopefully, she said, start the process of scheduling that on Thursday.
Just give me a date.
So whatever that means. I mean.
So we're hoping, basically we're hoping that we'll get that date scheduled, and then hopefully we'll make it to that date. But if not, well, yeah, at the doctor we'll figure out if we can go to that date or if they have to be scheduled sooner.
Yeah.
Based on the weight and growth scans. Somebody asked if we have a midwife.
We
I don't think so.
don't have a midwife.
Is that like for an at-home thing?
Colonel doesn't know very
I don't know. I'm learning.
So you can, like, your midwife can come to the hospital with you.
Oh, okay. Kind of help you out.
But, yeah.
And you're 30. Somebody just asked
I'm
how many weeks.
32 and 3.
Yeah.
32 and 3.
So getting pretty close to 33 weeks.
Yeah. So our biggest thing is getting to 35 weeks. The rate of them going into the NICU goes super down. Or their length that they would have to stay in there is a lot less at 35 weeks.
But we've seen a lot of you guys' comments where you're like, mine was born at 32 weeks and we didn't have to go to the NICU, or 35.
Yeah.
Like, it totally seems like it's just a individual person thing.
Yeah, and baby size
not.
too.
Yeah.
Obviously we all know that when they measure the babies, a lot of times they aren't.
It's just a guess.
It's kind of like guess, yeah. So a lot of times the babies come out smaller. So we're just hoping, because right now they're measuring it 4 and 3 pounds.
Well, at your last appointment, I would bet they're probably 5 and 4, or
5
pretty
and 4,
close
yeah.
to 5 and 4.
So,
based on what they said, yeah.
but
Yeah, somebody asked, do twins run in your family? Yes. Marcy's mom is a twin.
yep.
So,
My mom's a twin. She's a fraternal twin. But you would think her and her sister are identical. They are babies 7 and 8 in their family. And my grandma didn't know. And my grandma passed away about a year ago. She passed away last August. And then my grandpa passed away last December. So it's been about a year for him too. But I wish, the biggest thing I regret is not ever asking her about it. What her experience was, in the hospital, finding out that she was having twins. I just never thought to ask her. Wasn't...
It's not really necessarily something you think about.
Yeah.
I'm going to have twins. It's
yeah, but I really wish I would have. I would have been because my mom's always told me, I was a surprise. My mom was expected. It was her twin sister that was the second baby. I've always heard the story from my mom and her sister, but I've never heard it from my grandma, and I wish like I would have taken the time to ask.
Yeah. It's crazy. And you know, with the scare of last week, like when Marcy called me, at first I was like, oh my gosh.
I sent you a video.
Was it a video that you
sent him because I was sitting there and I had to hold the little monitor on my belly because they couldn't get it to stay. And so I just took a video and I sent it to you while we were waiting to see if I was actually going to have to go to the hospital.
Yeah. Yeah, and she sent it to me and I was like nervous at first, but then I like got super excited and I was like, oh my gosh, we're going to have babies! Like, let's go! Super excited. And then, you know, thankfully it didn't happen, but I am really, really excited.
You were not prepared at all.
No, and I've got my honeydew list that I made for myself.
I didn't make it.
Of stuff that I got to get done. So Marcy's actually going to go out of town tomorrow and the next day, and I'm going to try and get some massive stuff done on the house.
I know, all of you guys are now like, wait, why are you going out of town?
Okay, she's not going far.
I'm not going far.
Okay, wait, we better preface this, otherwise everybody's going to be like, why are you leaving?
So I'm just going up to my brother's house in Oklahoma.
Who lives right next to her high-risk daughter.
Yeah, he lives right there. They're going to watch Maverick for me. Him and his wife are awesome. They have 2 kids. It is actually easier to watch Maverick there for me because he can go play with his cousins. And they're going to take Maverick trick-or-treating tomorrow so that I don't have to, while Crandall can still get some stuff done. Yeah. And so we're doing that tomorrow night, and then so Maverick and I will be gone, and then I'll go to my high-risk doctor and then just come home on Tuesday afternoon so Crandall can get this house stuff done. But like also I'm there with my brother, like Crandall can still come up if we need him, but I'm right next to my doctor's office too. Yeah, so she's going up there anyway, so it just works, because I'm going to try and get some painting and some sheetrock stuff done, which is just, it's impossible to do with Marcy. And I mean, we don't want the paint fumes, the paint with stuff Maverick. With Maverick and you. There's no way. Yeah. So we've got to make sure that they're out of the house. And, hey, look, somebody says Carson, Cruz, or Crew. Marcy loves the name Cruz. I love the name Cruz. Like, it's in my top 2. Yeah. I think between the name that we might have picked out, the next name is Cruz. I love it. Yeah. Which, okay, you guys tell me. My whole thing is like, yeah, we should do a poll. But my thing is we have Maverick, which he wasn't named after Top Gun, but a lot of people assume that he was named after Top Gun. And Tom Cruise plays Maverick. And then we named our dog Goose. Yeah, well, Goose was because of that, but Maverick wasn't. So it's like, for me, I'm like, Mars, we can't have Tom Cruise and Maverick. Like, that's just weird. But it wouldn't even be like after Tom Cruise. It's just, I love the name Cruise. Yeah, it is cute. But then I also like worry, like, maybe are any of our subscribers named Cruz? Somebody said their grandson is. How is it as an adult? Like, I worry about that being an adult name because it's cute until they're like 20, and then it's like. Then what? Yeah. So I like also worry like how that name will mature. Ryder and Cruz. There you go. That's cute. See, Cruz is a cute name. I know it is. It is. Lester's a good name. Oh, you guys are hilarious. I'll screenshot that and send it to him. I think he told us to name. He's like, I wouldn't mind the name Lester. Yeah, he probably did. So, I forgot. Another comment we got was, which happy Halloween, everybody. That's tomorrow. Blows my mind. The year has gone by so fast. Somebody says he's 19 now and loves it. Cruz. So, okay. But anyways, Halloween. A lot of people asked what Maverick was for Halloween. I'll put a picture and a little video on. Oh, I guess you're gonna go trick or treating. No, tomorrow. I put it. It's actually up on our story, I believe. There's a picture on our story, and there's also a picture on our Facebook. So if you guys want to check either one of those out. But we can tell you what he was. So and what. Oh yeah, see somebody says a deer. Yeah, he's a deer. It's so cute. Okay, so I went to I had this whole thing. We were gonna be the Emperor's New Groove, so he was gonna be Poncho, and then Maverick was gonna be the llama. What's his name? Cusco. Yeah. And then I was gonna be the mom who's pregnant, and then I started to panic that I wouldn't be able to do Halloween, that I would have the babies already or be in the hospital. So I picked a costume that Crandall would dress up by himself as.
Guys, I'm sometimes a party pooper.
So I picked him as a hunter because he has no problem wearing that kind of stuff anyways. And so Crandall just wore his hunting stuff. And then at Target, they had this cute little pajama set for Christmas. I think he's supposed to be Rudolph. But I just used the costume and he's a deer.
Yeah, no, it was dang cute. We'll add a clip in a video or something coming up of you guys tomorrow with it. Somebody said it was on Facebook. You did post it on Facebook, yeah.
I thought I put it
on YouTube too.
On YouTube story, yeah.
Somebody said Jamie could be a boy's name as well. What if we named our kids Jamie and Lester? People would be so confused.
Jamie can be a boy's name. My favorite TV show is Blue Bloods, and my favorite pair, Jamie and Eddie.
Hey, there you go.
Eddie's the girl. Kind of weird, huh?
Yeah.
I think her name's Edith.
Oh, and then somebody says you were a snowman. Were you even planning to dress up, or was that
okay?
Just what
I wasn't planning to dress up at all.
Okay, that's what I thought.
But once I put on my white sweater, and I was like, I kind of look like a snowman. That or a marshmallow.
Yeah, but she was drop dead gorgeous.
Oh, thanks,
so
love.
pretty. No, seriously. There's something about every time you change seasons, you change your outfits, you change your clothes, right?
Meaning that I haven't worn the same 5 maternity stuff.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. You have 5 shirts for being so big.
It's true. I've got to the point where nothing, even my oversized shirts that I had before I was pregnant, come halfway at my stomach. But I'm also that kind of person who's I only got 3 more weeks of this. Yeah. I'm not going to go buy anything new. So, luckily, sweaters fit.
Yeah.
Sweaters and the pants that go clear up here, so when my sweater rides up, you can't tell.
Yeah, no, it worked. It looked very good.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, somebody was saying I had a friend who delivered twins who was 2 pounds bigger than baby B. Baby B had lung issues. So I think that's exactly what they're looking for. Mm-hmm. And to, kind of at her appointment on Tuesday to make sure that there isn't, a huge difference.
So each week they do this thing called a BPB. Something about breathing. And we watch them do practice breaths, which I didn't know that babies do practice breaths. And so each week we watch him breathe. And baby B's actually doing really well. He does more than baby A does, which is great. But also, baby B is still smaller. Or at least he was. It's hard. It's been 3 weeks since they were last measured. Or 4 almost.
Yeah.
So it's almost been a month.
Yeah. Which hopefully they're a lot bigger. Which, speaking of which, how are you feeling? Actually, I can answer that. She basically feels like a balloon that's ready to pop, and there's nowhere else for the babies to go, and they keep going.
Yeah, it just.
It keeps getting bigger, but it felt like she's talked it gets to the point where you feel like they just can't go anywhere except for out.
And sometimes I'm like, wait, is it gonna fall out? I sit there and I'm like, oh no, but I definitely nights are the hardest. During the day is not too bad, but I lay down to go to bed and I just can't get comfortable. I can't.
Yeah. So
relax. I have to go to the bathroom every hour.
Every 10 minutes, which is nice. Our first house that we had when we first got married had 1 bathroom, but it was down the hall. It wasn't in our bedroom.
Half the time I still go to the bathroom down the hall.
That's true. You're too nice to me, and you go down the hall so you don't wake me up. But no, it is nice to have. It's right off her side of the bed, so she can take 3 steps into the bathroom. But somebody was asking how far away my parents are. So it's actually my parents that live close. They're about 10 minutes from where we're going to be having the babies. Fingers crossed that all works out. But if we have the babies where they're supposed to be had, then that's where it's going to be.
It's pretty much the only place we can have them because our closest hospital technically is 35 minutes away. Yeah. Our other, the hospital we're supposed to deliver at is 55 minutes away. And our hospital, in our town, has a stage, 1 NICU, where the hospital we're delivering at has a stage 3 NICU. So.
And it's brand new.
Yeah.
Or not the NICU, but the hospital's brand new.
The women's center in the hospital's brand new. So.
Which is exciting.
Really, really nice. It's so nice. But.
So I guess, I'm an hour from Oshkosh, but I've never been to the EAA. You should go. It's a super, sorry to like tangent you guys, but if you guys don't know, I love aviation, building, flying, working on airplanes, all that kind of stuff. But yeah, we love going to Oshkosh. It's like we were saying earlier, one of the biggest fly-in events in the world. Super fun for folks that like aviation and airplanes, but
it's so much fun. He can take Maverick.
Yeah.
And one of the twins. I'll keep the other one.
There you go.
But we've had a few people ask what happened with Maverick's birth, like why I got so emotional about that.
Yeah, and I guess we can talk. There's been a couple comments about C-sections as well. People saying make sure you know what the consequences of that are basically. So basically, what happened was with Maverick, I was induced at 39 and a half weeks. And we went in on a Sunday, and by Monday night, I still hadn't had him. Yeah, so they went and induced her pretty much let's just say 8 or 9 o'clock on Sunday
night. Yeah.
And then Monday, 8 or 9 o'clock, she had only dilated to a 5, and she had been in labor for 24 hours.
And so it was really it got to the point where he wasn't.
Nothing was happening.
Nothing was happening. He wasn't he was moving and he was still alright. His vitals were fine. But I had sat at a 5 for 4.5 hours.
Yeah. And so it's not she got to a 5 and then they decided. It was she got to a 5. 5 hours later, they're okay, we got to make a change. We gotta
and they had upped the medicine as much as they could, and they were we can't give you any more. And so I just remember sitting there, and obviously my doctor had already gone home. But how they do it here is basically my doctor can watch me remotely. So he's looking at all my vital signs from his phone or from his laptop,
from his house,
whatever. And our nurse we had that whole day was really rude.
Yeah, she wasn't very good.
She was not nice. And at 5 o'clock, we had the sweetest nurse come in. 5 or 7, whenever they do their shift change. We had this sweet, sweet nurse come in. And she was so kind, and she comes in and she says to us, she goes, I just want to let you know, I don't want to make you nervous, but we're going to get a hold of your doctor, you're not progressing, we're going to see, what he wants to do, but I wouldn't be surprised, if you ended up in a C-section. And so I was okay, and she walks out of the room.
Well, we gotta back up just a little bit here because my sister had a C-section.
Yes.
And she was hey, you guys, just so you know, this is kind of what it was just.
And my sister-in-law had one too, but my sister-in-law had her baby in Portugal.
Yeah.
And hers was very, very,
very
traumatic.
Bad. So thankfully we had known. Obviously family members that had a C-section, and we had talked about it before, and we had said, okay, if it comes down to it, we've talked about it, we know what that entails to the best of our knowledge, and we're going to go, obviously we're going to do it because that's what the doctor thinks we need. So we didn't go into it intending to have a C-section.
But we were okay, just like we are with the NICU. We pray that the babies don't have to go into the NICU, but if they do, we know, understand that is something that might happen. And so she leaves, walks out of the room, and Fraternal and I are sitting there oh, this is kind of freaky. And she comes back in 5 minutes later and was your doctor's on his way. You're gonna have a C-section in 20 minutes.
No, it was 10.
Yeah, and she was just basically I'm gonna go grab some things. The anesthesiologist is gonna come back in, and we're gonna get things going. And she walks out of the room, and I grab the puke thing, and I just throw up right there.
Yeah, it's just
so many nerves.
Just anxiety.
All of this fear just hit, because up to that point, I had already had an epidural. I was sitting there just waiting for this little baby to come, and now it's nope, you're gonna end up in a C-section, and I just was so scared, so nervous. And then they take Did you get to come back with me, or did they take you back later?
No, I think we went in at the
Same time.
at the same time. They wheeled her into the OR, and then
And it was like this huge group of people.
yeah, there was like 20 people there.
And they
At
just
9:00 or 10.
Yeah, it was 9.
9.
Yep.
Yeah, it
And
was.
I just sat there, and they had put like my arms out like this, and I'm like laying down. And they had the anesthesiologist on this arm.
Which he was awesome.
So nice.
Nicest.
So
it was like
nice.
this, like he seemed like he was 100 years old. I mean, he was probably like 60, but just this super nice, cute old man. Just like, how are you doing today? Like, we're gonna get this baby for you. You know, you tell me what you need. If you need more pain stuff or whatever.
His biggest thing was like, the instant you feel nauseous, like let me know so I can like give you something for that.
Yeah.
And then I had something on this arm, so both of my arms are out, and I'm sitting there like shaking, like it was so bad. But
well, and I think for both of us, it was like, oh my gosh, like we're now going into this surgery, which I don't know. I feel like a surgery like that, to me, I was like, this is life threatening. Like I'm gonna like potentially lose my wife, and who knows about the baby. Like it was very
it was just every
like
fear that we had ever had.
And it wasn't like we had the. I mean, like I said, we had talked about it, but it wasn't like we had the time to like
actually talk
to think about it. Now that we know it's happening, it was like it's happening and it's happening now.
Yeah.
And so it was just like it was very, very overwhelming.
And it's not like, even though the doctors and everyone knew what they were doing, it's not like for them a slow process. It wasn't like, yeah, you're gonna have a C-section in 45 minutes and like calm. It was like they were all go, go, go. Like everybody had their task. They knew what they were doing. And like Kendall and I just sat there and were like, what's happening?
Yeah.
Like, but then Maverick came, like after the whole thing, and Kendall and I just sat there and like, I can't even remember if they like picked him up and showed him to us.
Yeah, they did. So once they had him, they took him, they wiped him off a little bit, and then they kind of showed him to both of us.
And
then
we just were sitting there bawling. Like,
yeah.
Both of us just crying, like hearing his sound for the first time. And then I just remember turning and looking at Kendall and being like, go be with him. Like,
which was so hard because here Marcy is cut open, just like oh my gosh.
And I just was like, just go be with him. And so kind of like goes over to the side and is with him. And then you got to hold him in there.
Yeah, and then I held him pretty much straight away. I think, yeah, I held him, and then the dog, and then there's so much going on.
They asked him if he wanted to cut the cord.
No, I didn't.
But he's going to on both the toys.
Oh, I don't know about that.
He's going to. Guys, he only gets to do this. This is his last opportunity. His last opportunity.
We'll see.
But
then the doctor brought over the baby, and like you held him you didn't hold him.
I got to like hold his hand.
Yeah. Because you
and that
were
was
just
it.
like.
But I was like sitting there shaking, so I didn't get to hold him until I was back in my room and things like that. And we actually got a picture of like that first moment that I held him, and it's like one of the cutest pictures.
And he's smiling.
And he's smiling, like so cute. Ever since day one, this kid has had like a huge smile on his face.
And he is the best. Oh my gosh, we love him so
Colonel
much.
turns to me tonight during dinner, and we had an interesting dinner.
Yeah, it was.
We all had mashed potatoes. Colonel and I had rolls with our mashed potatoes, but he had leftover lasagna. And I had a chicken cordon bleu, and Maverick had a corn dog.
Yeah.
So like, we kind of just threw it together. But he turns over to me and he goes, "I can't believe we've had him for 2 years. It feels like 10 days." And it was just like the sweetest thing because it really like has gone by so fast. But like just getting him into this world, I had an amazing recovery. So other than that actual C-section part being so stressful and scary, and I just didn't want to have those feelings and be alone. Like with Crandall there, it's so much easier, but I didn't want to have to do that alone. And so that's why on Thursday it was so hard because I knew in my head how fast it happened with Maverick. How it was 1 minute, everything was fine and we were waiting, and 2 minutes later, we were being rushed out of the room to have a C-section. So that's kind of where that fear came from. But back to my sweet little nurse that I had. It was her first day.
Was it
at the
really?
hospital.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah, it was her first time ever meeting my doctor, ever doing anything with my doctor. She'd only worked there for like 2 or 3 days. She had transferred from primary children's in Salt Lake City to that hospital. So, and the nurses I had this last week were awesome too. I hope I get them again.
Yeah, it's
They were
always
so
so
nice.
much nicer when you have
Sweet nurses.
easy to get along with doctors and nurses.
Yeah, and we really
Seriously.
like our doctor's super nice.
So I guess there's some stuff going on in the comments. Sorry guys, I'm like trying to talk and also
Right.
mitigate what's going on there. So thanks to you guys for standing up on there and making sure there's not anything too crazy going on and letting me know. I hope I got it all cleared up.
What happened?
I don't know. There was some drama. Somebody says somebody was being rude and bullying,
Wow.
bullying and saying some inappropriate stuff. So that's just unbelievable. I can't believe that, but it is what it is.
Thanks for those of you who.
Who noticed that and said something.
Thanks. We like to keep
which-
things kind here.
By the way, you guys, we love going through and reading all of your
Oh
comments.
my gosh,
like,
yes.
Which after the last couple of days, we haven't even gotten through all of them.
But we're trying. Like, it's not like we don't have the intention to get through them. Like,
Yeah.
we will. It
We will
takes
read
us a
through
few
all of
days,
them.
but
Yeah, like, just so you guys know, we do read every single comment, and I know a lot of you guys leave just awesome comments explaining your story, sharing your stories about, your twins or twins in your family or different things, and that means so much to us. Like, we love it, and we try and reply to everything that we can, but like I said, we get so many, and so...
which we're grateful for.
Yeah,
like,
which is awesome.
Really are.
We do love it.
We
so
love
when we heart it and we like it, know that we read it, because
Yes.
that means we've read it.
Yeah.
So...
And if we have skipped your comment,
we just haven't gotten to it yet.
We really try to get everyone, but we do. I will say, like, if it swears, we don't do swearing.
Yeah, we try and keep it clean.
We keep it clean. We don't really like those things in our comments. We don't want other people to feel uncomfortable. This is a family channel. Maverick is our #1 viewer. He watches almost every video twice, so everything has to be clean for him to watch.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, our other questions we had.
More progress. Let's see.
Sorry, he's just reading through them, and I can't read that far, so.
Yeah. Oh, people are asking if they're fraternal or identical.
Okay, so I actually didn't know this.
Which-
So they are kind of crazy. So they are die twins, which means each of them have their own sac and own placenta. So technically that would be considered fraternal, but I didn't know, and you guys can correct me if you believe I'm wrong, but I'm part of these Facebook pages for moms of twins. And the only way to tell if your baby's actually fraternal is by a DNA test. Unless it's a boy and a girl, obviously. But, like, for us, we actually won't know. Because as of recently, they found out, actually, die twins can be fraternal. Or identical. So, we won't know until they're born. Which is kind of crazy. I think they're fraternal.
Yeah, that's what the doctor, up to this point, they've said that they're fraternal. But after then, Marcy read that on the internet, which we know not everything is true on the internet, but then they said that there's a chance that they're identical, but I think they're probably fraternal.
But they could still look, my mom and her sister, I can't even tell their childhood pictures apart, so they could also be like that.
Pretty close, even though they're not.
Like very close to being.
Yeah, so, but we are so excited to bring the twins and to bring you guys along on the journey. Like, it's so exciting that our family has just grown leaps and bounds, because that's how we feel. We feel like you guys are family,
Yes.
and we cannot wait to bring the twins to you guys. We're going to bring them to us first, but then we'll bring them to you guys. But we are so, just like I said,
I can't
so
wait for
excited.
that moment. So we both have older siblings. And my favorite thing, I have a brother who has 5 kids. And my favorite part of him bringing home his new babies are him introducing his baby to
the other
child.
kids.
And I cannot wait to do that with Maverick. Like, I'm so excited. Like, he'll sit there and he'll, like, today he just put his head on my belly. Like, because sometimes you can feel, like, where the bump of the baby's head is. And so like today he just like rested his head there, and it's so cute, and I just cannot wait to bring Maverick to like meet them. So at our hospital, Maverick can't come if they are in the NICU. Just that it normally would be fine, but because it's flu season,
it's
flu
cold.
and cold season, they don't allow kids under the age of like 16. But we can have other visitors, just not children.
I'm really excited. To be honest with you guys, I don't think Maverick knows. I don't think he really has any idea
That he's
what's
gonna
coming.
get babies.
Yeah. Like, and we probably just haven't done a super good job of explaining it. But he's also 2, so his attention span is about like that, and I don't think he quite understands. But we're hoping that it all goes well. And like Marcy said, we are excited. Like,
So excited.
it's gonna be. He's probably gonna get overwhelmed having 2 new
definitely.
babies. Like
I think
we're gonna be overwhelmed.
I definitely think it's gonna be like a hard adjustment for him. But a lot of you have asked like, are we getting help? Like, what's our plan? It's kind of hard to like make a plan because we don't know when they're coming. We don't know when they're coming home. But my parents are both coming around Christmas. So they'll be out here. We do like Crandall's was saying. I think you stopped saying.
Yeah, I probably got sidetracked.
His parents live an hour away. So Crandall's parents are close by, and then my brother and my sister-in-law live like an hour and a half away.
So the idea is whenever she goes into labor or it's the scheduled date, then we'll go to the hospital. My parents will basically meet us there. They'll take Maverick and watch him for the duration, and we'll go into the hospital and do our thing. So it should be, if it all works according to plan, it's gonna be slick. But if it doesn't, then we'll be on the fly.
And then if the babies do go into the NICU, we'll actually stay at Crandall's parents' house after we're discharged for some time so that we can be closer to them and not have to make that hour drive every day to go see them. Luckily Crandall's parents are nice and are gonna let us do that.
Yeah.
And so then we'll bring them home and have them the rest of our lives.
Yeah, a lot of you guys.
A
lot of you guys have said just make sure that we keep them on the same schedule, and that's what we're gonna try and do. And everybody that's had twins that has said they're just like make sure you keep them on the same schedule,
same weight schedule. Yeah,
which is great. That we're gonna definitely try and do that because
it allows time for us to sleep.
I got distracted.
He's in the middle of the sentence and he's like, I'm gonna go. That's like the 3rd time you've done that tonight. Sorry, everybody. But, just, we value our sleep and we already know it's gonna be stressful, but happy people, we're happier when we get a little bit of sleep. So, and Colonel, I just have to give him like the hugest shout out.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Like, I didn't realize, and I don't know. Maybe it wasn't like, maybe this is how your guys' spouse or significant other was. But I did not do Maverick as a newborn by myself at all. Like, Crandall was there with me every step of the way. Like, in the night, I would wake up, I would feed the baby, or feed Maverick. And then the next time Maverick would wake up to eat, Crandall would feed him. And then I would wake up. So we were each allowing each other to get these 4 or 5 hour stretches of sleep instead of like me going off of 3 hours, or whatever it was. And I guess I just didn't know that some couples don't work that way.
Yeah. Well, no, it's good. Like, and it's kind of interesting. We never really we never really even talked about it. It was like, oh, I'll get up this time or you get up this time. It was like, we just both knew, like, okay, he's tired or she's tired. And then just like, we just both jump
like,
in and
whoever, like, kind of falls asleep earlier than I do. So a lot of times I would get up first.
Or you wouldn't go to sleep.
I would stay up until that first feeding. And then we would switch and do whatever, like, was easier. Because the 5 o'clock awakening was always super hard for me. But Crandall didn't care because if he got up at 5, I'm going to say this. he could then go duck hunting.
Yeah,
And then
or
so
work
he
in
would-
the garage.
Yeah, or work in the garage. So he would like get up, feed Maverick, and then he would go do something, and I would sleep until the next feeding.
Yeah, it actually worked pretty good.
I forgot about that till like just now.
Yeah. Somebody was saying, are the scorpions commons where you live?
I didn't think so.
Yes,
but we've
apparently.
We've had how many so far? 5?
Like, no, I don't think we've got that many. I think,
At least 4.
yeah.
But, okay, that's the only live one we've ever found. Every other one has been dead. So, there's a bug. Everyone has been dead.
Yeah.
And we've never seen any outside. I haven't.
I haven't ever seen any outside either. They're just inside, which is, I mean, we're still trying to figure out how they're getting in.
Well, besides that one, we haven't had any since we redid those walls.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, so hopefully we get there. Oh, we're getting a lot of questions again about the nursery. We talked about that a little bit, but I will say this because we didn't say this. You guys will notice in the video and
We
stuff.
painted.
Oh, I did paint, and we went with we went with the color that you guys picked because
And it turned out so good.
yeah, it turned out really
so
good.
pretty.
But it was like a unanimous vote for whatever color, rainwash.
Rainwash.
I think it was rainwash. So, but what I was going to say is we don't have floor in our entire house, and basically the reason why that is basically we're doing everything as we can afford it basis, basically. So we're not trying to buy this house and then go into a bunch of credit card debt and stuff to get it finished. And so we're basically, that's kind of why our projects take so long, is we just take it one step at a time, and as we can afford it, we do it. And so the biggest thing and most important that we've decided is let's get the paint, obviously get the baby's room done, get the paint done, the drywall done, the electrical done. And so at this point, basically what we're trying to do is have everything done except for the floors and then like our kitchen, because we're going to redo the layout of the kitchen, which is going to be an expensive thing too. So you'll see the room done, but it probably won't have flooring.
There will be like a rug.
We're going to put a rug in there. But, you know, at the same time, I don't think it's a big deal because the kids aren't going to be crawling or really on the floor at all for 6 months, you know?
And so, like, in Maverick's room right now, he has, like, a temporary carpet that Crandall found on clearance. So that way...
Yeah, well, maybe I should do that again. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to Lowe's. I got his whole room, which his room is like 12 by 15 feet. And I got all the carpet for it for $20, $30, something like that.
It's
So,
not, like, nice. There's no padding under it. But
it's not concrete.
It's nice so that, like, Maverick can play on the floor in his room. Like,
I don't know why I didn't think about that. I didn't even think of that.
I did, but then I was hoping we'd also, like, have a way to
Do the
fly.
floors.
So, and in our room, we have, like...
A
we
temporary
should've just,
flooring.
Like, the temporary flooring.
I know,
too.
I thought about that, but the temporary flooring doesn't have a pad on it.
So it's really loud.
Yeah, so it's really loud. So I don't want that in the baby's room. I'd rather just do a rug. We could even take our big rug out of our living room and put it in there if we had to.
That's not a bad idea.
But yeah, we'll get it sorted out. We'll get it figured out. Yeah, rug makes good temporary flooring until you can do the whole house. Yeah, that's awesome. Someone again asking about Amazon wish list. I'll leave a link down for our baby registry on this video, and then it'll also, we'll put it in our channel bio as well, so that you guys can find it there, and that way you guys can look on there. So, but anything else? Any other questions, you guys? We don't want to keep you guys too late on this Sunday evening.
Our video that comes out tomorrow is so cute.
Oh yeah, it's so fun.
We got to go to another YouTuber's house. It was kind of a surprise.
It was
We
the
didn't
spur
know.
of the moment.
And
We had
you guys,
no idea.
I won't tell you. We already told you it was the Walker.
Yeah, it's the Walker fam.
Yeah, they're so nice, but they gave Maverick the nicest gift. Like
They
ever.
did.
So nice.
He loves it.
Loves it.
Pretty sure we should just put it in his bedroom.
Oh my gosh, he would never sleep.
That's
He
true.
would never sleep. Ever.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not asleep right now, but he would never sleep. But you'll have to check out the video because he was so cute. So
Yeah.
cute. he got to jump on a tramp for the first time. I mean, he didn't really jump. The cute boys just like sat there and held his hand, and like they all rolled together.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to go back up to the walkers and to Keeping It Dutch as well. Actually, speaking of which, somebody asked how it was meeting Keeping It Dutch or Sean and the walkers, and it was awesome. Like we said, like Keeping It Dutch, he is super nice, down to earth. So is his wife and his girls. Like they're all just like salt of the earth
met
people.
them or at least him at the conference. Did you ever talk to his wife?
Yeah, I talked to both of them at the YouTube Creator Conference. That was
and I like met him for like a split second kind of thing, but so nice.
Yeah.
His daughters are so nice. And the next time that there's like a creator conference or something where they're there and we're there, I mean, we'll tell you guys first before his daughters even say yes. But I was like, Colonel, next time we go to something for YouTube, like we have to make sure
bring the girls and have
bring
them
the girls
babysit.
and we'll pay them to babysit so like I can participate. And
yeah.
So we found our like future YouTube babysitters.
There we go. Yeah, and then Cassie and Gary from the Walker Farm fam, just the same thing. And they've got kids. I think Ransom is 6.
6.
Yeah, he's 6 years old.
6
so
and Ranger is 11.
Yeah, so they've got younger
and
kids.
I can't remember how old their daughter is.
But Ransom, Maverick's 2, Ransom's 6. They were so cute. Ransom would like hold his hand and take him down the slide, or like they were on the trampoline together, and
they were
it was
so
like
fun. Cautious about what Maverick was doing. Like it'd be so cute to hear like Ranger go. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, for a split second, I was like, no, it's not Ranger. For a split second, it was like, well, it was so cute to watch him be like, Ransom, like, make sure he, like, is safe going down the slide. Or, like, he'd tell his dad, he'd be like, Dad, watch Maverick go down this slide. And it's just, like, adorable. The cutest thing. So I'm so excited for you guys to see that video tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. And, you guys, it's just so much fun. I love being a dad. I really do. And I just want to thank all of you guys for making this possible for me to be able to be home almost all of the time. Like, seriously, I cannot imagine a better job, a better career, like, to not only be able to share this with you guys, but to also then be able to have all of the time that it gives me to be with Marcy and Maverick. Like, it means so, so much, and we love it. It's the best.
It's been so much fun. Like, and obviously we're not wealthy.
No, we're still working 2 jobs and stuff, but
we like work our butts off, but like it's just been so nice to be able to have Crandall here with us. And like I said, Maverick is our #1 watcher of the channel, and that's because when Crandall leaves, Maverick gets so sad. Like, just so sad. And so we give Maverick that opportunity to bond with
He goes and watches Daddy on YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much. And so it's just been like Maverick and Crandall have the best relationship. Like, it's so adorable to watch them, and I'm just really lucky that Crandall can do something that he loves.
I do. I love it.
He loves all of this stuff. Like, this is 100% us. Like, you'll see, like, if you go back and watch our videos, like, and we've said this before, the reason, like, I'm not in some of them is because I have zero interest in that thing. But it's, like, what Crandall loves and, like, what Maverick loves, too, now. So,
yeah.
Except for he's kind of still scared of the chickens. So.
Yeah, Maverick's very scared of the chickens. For those of you guys that missed that video, he got attacked. Was it a video? Or did
I
we
think
just do
we
a
just
live?
talked about it.
Okay, yeah, we might have just talked about it. But Maverick got attacked by one of our chickens, which a lot of you guys were like, you guys need to get rid of that chicken, which we do. It's just hard to get rid of it. He's one of our original.
He's the only
original chicken that we have. And so I don't know why I feel attached to him, because he's meaner than heck. But he attacked Maverick like 3 weeks ago, and ever since then, Maverick is just wants nothing to do with the chickens.
Can I tell him what happened to the first chicken, the chicken boss? The first chicken boss.
Sure, I don't know.
Okay, we had these 6 chickens. One of them died in the coop. So then we had these 5 chickens, and they were like 3 females. No, it was 2 hens and 3 roosters. And the biggest rooster would go after Maverick. Like, we would be standing there, and
he would go after us. He would try and spur your legs.
So I went out there one day with the gun because I was sick of it.
Yeah, so Marcy took care of that issue.
Yeah, and I was like, because in the end, like, it had happened too many times. So then we actually gave all the 4 remaining chickens to our neighbor. And OG came back.
And then a predator got in and took out the others. So he's the only one left.
Yeah, so he's the only one left. And so, like, and I already feel like I already took away one chicken's life. And so, and he doesn't have any meat on him. Like, we couldn't eat him.
Yeah, he's scrawnier than... Maybe we...
Fatten him up.
Yeah, maybe we fatten him up. Or Brandon Eddie from the Eddie fam.
Yeah,
do you guys want our chicken?
Or, I mean, I'm sure he has kids too, so we could give him to Fowler Family Farm.
Yeah, Fowler Family. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe
him to somebody.
Maybe we should start like a white elephant Christmas
animal exchange.
Like, yeah, but not animal exchange, but like, you know, it's the gift that nobody really wants, but that shows up. And maybe we just start that with that chicken, and we just, you know, have them up here on different YouTubers' properties.
Yeah. But he, like, so that's why we still have OG.
Yeah, so he's sticking around for now.
And, like, as long as we're out there with Maverick, he's fine, right?
Well, and he's so scared of him now that, like,
he won't even let it get close.
Yeah, he won't get close.
But he won't let the other chickens get close to him either. What about the ducks?
He still likes the ducks. And the ducks are awesome. Honestly... growing up, I always wanted ducks.
They're so cute.
They're so much fun.
And they're so beautiful.
Yeah, I would do ducks. I mean, if I could have ducks or chickens, I would do ducks.
Yeah.
Because
what do you do with ducks? Like,
yeah, well, they're just fun, and they're way more friendly than our chickens are. And Maverick does really, really like them. We should take him out there and have him feed them. You know, feed him some bread or something.
I don't think you're supposed to feed ducks bread. Does anybody know that? I'm sure we can ask, like,
somebody's. Yeah, well, speaking of which, a lot of you guys always mention Coghill in our videos and stuff, and we do need to reach out to them because they've got a lot more knowledge when it comes to all of the avian, ducks, quail, chickens, peacocks, you know, all that kind of stuff. We probably should reach out to them and
peacocks kind of want.
I want a peacock, you guys. Everybody says they're the worst, but I think they're so pretty.
I said I want doorknobs.
Yeah.
So we have
a doorknob on Maverick's room, and that's
it.
So
no other door. I mean, obviously we have exterior doorknobs, so like, don't think our house you can just walk in. That's not the case. But like every other doorknob, it's non-existent. And so because we replaced every door when we bought the house, so we're not going to get peacocks until we get doorknobs.
Okay, everybody's saying no bread for ducks.
See, I knew it.
Yeah, you're right. Well, we've got some grain.
I don't know why my mom took me to the duck pond.
Right.
And we would feed them like that.
Everybody feeds them bread, yeah.
So what do we give our...
Oh my goodness. Wait, Mike from the Fowler fam says that they're getting a peacock. Mike, I'm going to be knocking on your door.
I just love that he was on there when I said we can give him OG.
Yeah. We'll trade you this beautiful black and white chicken for
he has this
your
nice
kind of cool peacock. You know, it's a better deal for you than it is for us. But
that's so funny.
Somebody says dog food for the ducks.
We have some extra dog food.
Oh, we do.
Oh, that's another thing we were gonna. I talked to Goose's trainer. So if you guys don't know, if you're new to our channel, we have he's probably 10 months.
He's almost a year. You're right. 10 months.
Yeah, he's 10 months. We have a 10-month-old lab. He's a black hunting lab, a bird dog, and he is at.
He's somewhere in Texas, like 3 hours away.
It
was a long drive.
Yeah, so he is at a dog training for the next few months. So he is being obedience trained, and then he'll be like guns trained too, so that Crandall can take him with him.
Yeah, it'll just be nice. So you guys saw our video where he attacked a bunch of our chickens and stuff like that, and so we just decided it's time with the babies on the way to not have to worry about taking care of Goose as well. Plus, to then when we get him home, have him be safer around the babies, I guess.
Yeah, we were always planning on sending him to a training. We did want him to be just a teeny bit older. But just the timing worked out perfectly because it's gotten to the point I can barely.
Marcy couldn't take the dog for a walk at all.
Yeah, I couldn't take him out. I couldn't do anything with him because if he did run or if he did like decide to be disobedient, I wasn't physically able to do anything about it. Like I just have to let him go and wait till he came back. So he's at this training. We talked to his trainer yesterday, and he said that Goose is doing super good. That he learns really quickly, which we knew. We knew Goose. He's very well-bred.
We know it. Well, we hope we know it, but we don't really know what we're talking about. Yeah. And so to have the trainer who, I mean, he's got like 20 dogs right now. So, I mean, he probably does. I would guess he does close to 50 dogs a year, if not more. And so it was good to hear it from him that, like, he's a good dog. He's learning quickly.
And he came very, very, very well recommended by a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, and Goose loves it. He basically said that as long as Goose was okay with the water, and what was the other thing?
I think it was just water. Like he's like, a lot of these hunting dogs are people's pets that they bring to get trained. He's like, they don't like the water. I was like, don't worry, Goose loves the water. Like that's his favorite thing.
Was the duck pond.
He's a black lab in Oklahoma in the middle of the summer. I'm pretty sure he likes the water.
So, but I will say it has been kind of sad. My parents actually just got a puppy like 2-3 weeks ago, and Maverick now will FaceTime my mom, and she'll show him their little puppy, and Maverick just sits there, Goose, or like he'll come home occasionally and be like, Goose. Or hear something outside, Goose, and it's like, that's not Goose. Sorry, son.
Yeah.
Like, so sad. So Maverick is missing his best friend, but.
And I just saw a comment on here. Are you guys going to get training as well? Definitely, yes. For sure. Because what we'll do is, depending on obviously when the babies come, but what my goal is I'll go down there once a month and do training with him, and so I'll kind of follow along as he's getting trained, and then I'll obviously get training from the trainer. Because we don't want to pay all this money and do all this stuff to get this dog trained and then have him come home and then not keep up with it, right? Like you got to keep them active, you got to keep their brains going
and know how to do it.
So
it's just, and I would go with Colonel this next time he goes, but it is too far for me to go, and it's too far for me to go at this point, and I really can't do anything. So.
I guess you guys can hear Maverick in the background. They're like, Maverick, you're saying, Mom, my dad. I'll be right back.
Just grab him so they can say hi.
Oh, okay.
You guys can see him for a second.
Oh, he locked himself in his room.
He his little door. I can use my fingernail because they're long, but we have to switch the lock on his door so that he can't lock himself in his room. But don't worry, we can get him out in like 10 seconds. So. Come say hi, Mav. Oh, he's so excited.
This is so bad parenting, Marsh. This is not.
It's okay.
This is
Mommy's a sleep trainer. Huh? Can you say hi? Say hi. Say hi. Say thanks for watching the channel.
You guys, he's to the age now where he's starting to. For one, he picks up places we go. So like church, he knows where church is. He knows where Chick-fil-A is. He knows where Atwood's is. He knows.
Yesterday, my favorite one.
Oh, Buc-ee's. We drove past Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's.
He made us. Buc-ee's?
He made us stop.
I was gonna make us stop anyways. But can you say Buc-ee's?
He's half asleep-ish.
Yeah.
He's kind of in a. But it's so fun. He's been learning all of these new words and everything like that. So it's so cool. Like the other day, he walks outside.
Our favorite word he says is excavator.
Yeah. Can you say excavator? Oh, he had an excavator shirt on yesterday.
Can you say excavator?
He's gonna be too shy. We'll film it for you guys. It is so cute. He goes excavator, just jumbles it out of his mouth. It's so funny. But heck, what was I saying? Him learning words. Like it's crazy. We'll just be sitting doing something, and he'll just say a new word, and it's like, what? It's like it suddenly just clicked in his head, and he's like, boop. That's what it is.
Yeah.
So, Yeah. Yeah. He says he's looking around wondering who he's trying to say hi to.
Is that yourself?
Look, do you see the doggy?
What's
Oh.
your doggy's name?
Oh, I guess a lot of people. Yeah. Okay. Mary Cooker, you're breaking the surprise. We haven't shared that yet. The Walker fam. I guess that's right. The Walker fam. Their video about us being there already came out. So a lot of people that watch the Walker farm fam, already know what Maverick got.
And
But
guys, he loves it. He loves it.
I just gotta fix it. It doesn't work yet, so I gotta fix it, and then we'll.
Do you remember what you got from the Walker family?
You see his face light up.
Yeah. Is that yours?
Everybody's saying hi to you. What were you for Halloween? Or what are you going to be for Halloween? You say deer. Wait, say louder. Say deer.
Deer. Do you want your
Good
own?
job.
What's daddy?
Say hunter. Can you say deer?
He does not know what's going on.
He's like so confused.
But, well, I think that's it for us. Thank you everybody so much for all of your kind comments, for like reaching out, making sure that we're doing okay.
Yeah,
we really
seriously.
do appreciate it. For those,
yeah, we get on our phone, you know, after whatever's going on, and we look through your guys' comments, and it's just like, oh my gosh, like thank you guys so much for the prayers and support. Like we feel it 100%, and like it means so much to us. And you know, we hope we can give back to you guys. You know, we hope that our videos help you guys, you know, disconnect from whatever negative stuff is going on in your lives, and you know, give you a little bit of a break and excitement. You know, we try and we obviously want to share our entire lives with you guys, and you know, we've been extremely blessed, and we have a very we have a great life. I mean, it's us, the Maverick, and the new babies. Like, cannot wait for them. But we love you guys so much. Thanks for the love and support, and we'll see you guys next time.
bye. Have a great night, everybody.